What's up guys, welcome to another video with your buddy the Roller Coaster Crafter. Oh boy, it is National Roller Coaster Day, and today I wanted to share something with you guys that I haven't got the chance to share with you guys ever since this channel has been around. I've been a theme park and roller coaster enthusiast for a long time, and I've had quite the adventure from when I started liking roller coasters and theme parks to now being the full-on junkie that I am today. So I thought I might share the story of how I started liking roller coasters and theme parks, and in this story you'll just see how much they really mean to me. Since I was a very young child, I always had a connection to building things and watching them come to life. Whether it was toys, machines, or sometimes even the stage lights in the theater, I just thought they were so cool. For example, here is a clip of me when I was a baby watching a Thomas the Train set that I had. I was being completely mesmerized by watching the four trains race against each other along the track. Fast forward about 5 years, I visited my first amusement park, which was Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. And after I rode the Cobra, which was my very first roller coaster, my love for these types of rides just exploded, and it's still exploding today. I love them so much that as a kid, I wish I had one in my backyard so that I can just ride it over and over again with no charge. However, at the time, we did not have the money nor the materials or even the space to build a decent sized coaster that I would have wanted back then. Luckily though, around the time when I went to Six Flags Discovery Kingdom was when I first started getting into Connects. I had the first few value tubs and I would just build things off of the instructions. A little bit after we visited Discovery Kingdom, Connects came out with their very first roller coaster kit, which was the Double Dare Dueling Coaster. I was so determined and I begged my parents to have that so I can have that coaster, and then on my 6th birthday, luckily, I got it as a birthday gift and I wasted no time and started building that coaster. My parents just thought Connects roller coasters were going to be just a phase that I would go through as a child, but it just never stopped. The more Connects coasters came in, the more I collected them, and I essentially almost turned my upstairs room into a mini amusement park with all those Connects kits built in. Eventually, after getting a whole bunch of Connects kits and having a whole bunch of Connects just to build almost whatever coaster I wanted to start recreating some of the coasters from my home park, Six Flags Discovery Kingdom, after going there so many times, as well as after I took trips to Disneyland and Knott's Berry Farm, which is where I got a completely new experience as opposed to what I would get at Six Flags, obviously. Fast forward to around middle school when I began drawing coasters and watching different YouTube channels for coaster content and POVs, which is how I gained tons of experience for the roller coaster realm. I began my own channel where I would do prediction videos and countdowns to share my view and thoughts on the amusement industry. However, it just didn't seem to be doing as well because I was essentially doing the same thing that other channels were already doing. However, all of that changed when I posted my very first Connects video, which was the first X2 recreation from Six Flags Magic Mountain. That video did so much better than all the other videos I had already made, and I thought, why not we start making more of these Connects coaster videos and post them to the channel to see how they do. From there, I started making more roller coasters and recreations, which weren't bad, but they weren't as good as my more recent roller coasters that I've done today. And so far, it was a really good success. Most of the coasters that I built were actually doing very well. After the first couple years of building roller coasters and earning around 1,500 subscribers, I felt like this is what the channel is all about, which was really about me building Connects roller coasters and also kind of explaining how the process goes about building them and all that, and also just inspiring people on who else wants to build Connects roller coasters as well. However, what changed my perspective even more was when I took another trip to Disneyland, only this time I was much older and had a lot of different views of thrill rides because I knew about manufacturers, I knew what kind of style each coasters would like, the whole 9 yards of how to build coasters as well. So my viewpoints were a lot different. Although Disney doesn't have too many high thrill rides or coasters, they revealed to me that they pay so much attention to giving their attractions that personal touch and amazing detail. It showed me that they made everything as unique and authentic as possible, making sure that people don't get off something and say, oh, that was just an ordinary ride. Everyone who gets off of Disney's rides are more than satisfied with what the ride had to offer. It just showed that there can be so much more than just the ride itself. I mean, if you just have a ride itself, a coaster itself with not much theming or story or anything, you may still get a decent ride, but it's not going to be something that's too memorable. What Disney does, and also what Universal did when I went to Universal, I saw that these coasters had a story, especially when I started riding Hulk and Hagrid's. I can see just the amount of detail and the amount of potential that the ride had. And when I rode it, just the vision of it didn't do it justice. I rode those two coasters, and those are now two of my favorite coasters, Hagrid's and Hulk. Those things are awesome. So after that trip I took to Disneyland, as well as some of the stuff I did when I went to Universal, I took that lesson home with me and created coasters with as much authenticity as possible, as well as perfecting my craft at making coaster elements look a lot more realistic, because a lot of times I would always take the easy route and just kind of do it, I guess, mediocre-ish. It looked somewhat good, but I was like, Nowadays when I look back at them, I say I could have done a whole lot better. I also got the chance after that Disneyland treat to make my first dark ride, which was the Indiana Jones Adventure from Disneyland. I got to experience a lot more with that attraction because it wasn't really a roller coaster. I'm making a dark ride here, and it was so much bigger and so much more challenging. However, it was a good challenge because I got to create some new techniques for all the coasters that I ended up building after that as well. And from there, the channel started blowing up even more. The themed coasters seemed to take off way faster than all the other coasters that I had been doing in the past, because most of those, they were just the generic, you just recreate the track work and post the video and you're good. However, in my vision and my viewpoint of roller coasters is that they all have so much potential if you just put a little bit more time and effort into it to make a story out of something or make that coaster memorable in some way. Then people are going to look at that ride or video of the ride and say, I want to ride that someday, or man, that was awesome after they get off the ride, something like that. So as you can tell, roller coasters and theme parks have left a lasting impression on my life for a long time, and it will continue to do so throughout my journey of making YouTube videos and taking trips to theme parks and eventually owning my own theme parks in the future, which is one of my main goals. They're one of my greatest escapes so I can get away from any other interruptions in life, from school, work, or just constantly creating. Even sometimes I get stressed out from making videos of the channel. When I'm able to go to an amusement park and not film at all and not have any other interruptions, just vibe with whoever I'm with, or even if I'm just alone, if you leave me alone at the theme park, I will glide. Legit start gliding around the park, getting to the rides. I walk like 10 times faster than I usually walk when I'm in an amusement park. Seriously. So as you can see, that's what roller coasters and theme parks really mean to me. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I do want to know, what do roller coasters and theme parks mean to you? Leave a comment down below. Happy National Roller Coaster Day to everybody, and hope you guys have a good one. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content, as I will keep it coming. Thank you guys, and I will see you next time on the Coaster Crafter channel. Peace!